Hey everybody, today we're doing something a little bit different. You see, today I'm going to talk about the annual anime awards Crunchyroll gives out. Why? Well, I think this is a really cool thing they do, and I want as many people as possible to vote for this because it's fun, and if you get a huge number of attendance, it says a lot because not only is it just their stuff on here, they included all the stuff Amazon has and Netflix has, and yeah, there's a couple biases towards super popular shows, but I do appreciate overall that they give a lot of credit to everything, and I think they really put a lot of effort into it. So I'm just going to go through all the categories and talk about what I voted for or what about to vote for, because some of them you can't vote for yet. Whatever, and then I want you all to go vote. I don't even think you need a Crunchyroll account to do it, so, or maybe you do, I don't know. So without further ado, let's get started. First up is Best Action. Of all the nominees they got, several of these animes have really cool fights, except Kekai Sensen. I don't remember any of the fights in that, but I gotta give it to my boy My Hero Academia Season 2. The action in this anime is on such a whole nother level, from a visual level, from an emotional standpoint. Every fight in this is so carefully put together so that you are invested in everything, you understand everything, and it doesn't feel like it's being dragged out, and it doesn't feel like it's pointless. Every fight is excellent, and there's really no better pick. Next we have Best Animation. A tough one. A lot of the ones on here are very inventive, but if I were to pick my choice, I'd have to go with Little Witch Academia. You all know I love Trigger. You all know I love this series. I love the way the visual style in this anime captures a sense of whimsy. I love the beauty to it. I love how quick everything is. I love the movement. I love just everything about the visual style of this show. It always stays involved and it always stays fun. Best CGI, the category I feel least ready to pick because I actually didn't watch half of these. But if I were to pick, I'm actually going to do a weird one. I'm going to go with Knights and Magic, because even though I hated this show, if there was one thing I liked, I loved the mechs. I loved the way the CGI and the limitations of CGI were actually utilized. CGI will never really look natural with the 2D, and they actually take advantage of this. The robots feel like they move slower, they move more awkward. They actually feel like weird sort of robots made by magic. They have this very bizarre feel and look to them, and I like the designs of a lot of them. I just wish the show was any good. Best Comedy. A lot of these are actually really funny, except Gamers, which was kind of boring and repetitive after a while. We're going with Little Witch. I really want to go with Miss Kobayashi too, because I want Kyoto Annie to do more actual smart things instead of make your ovaries cry anime. But Little Witch is so inventively fun and so energetic and so great, and Akko's so much fun, and all the characters have their moments, and God, I hope this just doesn't turn into the Little Witch Academia Awards. Best Continuing Series, the one you'd expect My Hero Academia to be on. None of these I particularly care about. As we all know, I didn't really like Iron Blooded Orphan Season 2, but if I had to make my choice, I'm going with March Comes In Like a Lion. Not because I think it's the greatest thing I've ever watched, I actually am a little let down by it from the praise I see it get. But one thing I think it does incredibly well, you never feel the length of the series. Every episode keeps you involved, every episode has enough going on in it so that you never really lose interest and you always stay involved. That is real hard to do. Sakura Quest would know. Best Drama. So this one's got a lot of interesting choices, but if I were to go with my pick, I'm going to go with Ancient Magus's Bride. Why? Because of everything here, and even though this one's still going, so it might screw up towards the second half, but what I love about this series is I love the way it combines all its drama and also the sense of hope to it. It is not really a love story. It is a series about these two very lost people, very broken people, very lonely, disturbed people, and how they sort of get brought together and sort of everything that comes with that. And as dramatic as it is, it's got such a sense of beauty and wonder to it that even though I know a lot of people love Made in Abyss, I didn't watch Made in Abyss, I'll watch it when Season 2 comes. I really loved Ancient Magus's Bride. Best Boy. Let's see here. Who do I want to fuck? I'm not gay, but we'll have sex with Midoriya. Sorry, Kazuma, I like you, but Midoriya is a superhero, and as a comic book fan, I will make the sacrifice to make my heroes happy. Best girl. Last joke from the last one should probably not be repeated because we're going with Akko. Why? Because even though every girl on this list is really likable, despite the fact that I've never seen Kamino Friends and I really don't get what the love for Sue is, Akko wins because of the smile. Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Best film. I only saw Your Name, so we're going with Your Name. It's probably Your Name anyways. Best manga. I don't really read manga. I have heard of none of these, but let's go with my lesbian experience with loneliness. Why? I'm going with Good Faith on this one. Best OP. I'm not Mother's Basement, but if I had to make my pick, gonna go with Akka. I was not crazy about Akka, as many people know. I was really let down by it. But if Akka is nothing else, it's stylish, it's cool, and all of that is really implemented in a great OP with great visuals, and it really draws you into the story, if only that story wasn't a complete disappointment. Best ED. Gonna go with the one I couldn't stop humming and didn't get out of my head until 2 weeks ago, and now it's back again. Ishukan Communication from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. I gave it something. Great ED, really funny visuals. It's so obnoxiously cute and moe, you just can't help but laugh along with it. Best score. This is the hardest one, I will not lie. For me, it's Little Witch or Akka. Kind of a tough one, but same thing with Akka's OP, really stylish. The music really complements the show's visuals, and I think it really gave the best experience from a musical perspective. Little Witch's score is excellent, Recreator's score is excellent, Magus' Bride's score is excellent. All of these are excellent, but for me, I gotta go with Akka for the stylish coolness. Best slice of life. Recovery of an MMO Junkie. I'm not even gonna try this one. This is the only one on here I really liked. Half of these I don't watch. I don't really watch a lot of slice of lives. Best hero. Midoriya, because he is the only real hero on this list. I love Akko, but I like Little Witch more as weirdly kind of a magical slice of life. Midoriya, to me, is a welcomed breath of fresh air for the superhero genre. Not just for anime, but comic book movies in general. I love the concept. I love the character. He really brings such an sort of ironic positiveness to it, a real likability, and he's a character I'll always root for. I'll always root for Akko as well, but we already said I will do stuff for Midoriya if he wants to do those things to me. Best villain. It is a toss-up between Tanya and Stain, and I'm going to give a weird answer, because the logical thing is to say Tanya, because she's a villain who has to carry a whole show. Well, I'm going to go with Stain, because weirdly enough, I kind of liked Tanya, mostly when she was just doing her weird nonsense to sort of be on top, like back when she was in our world as a businessman. This is a weird show if you haven't seen it. Weirdly enough, when we get into the second half and all the war, I didn't care as much. Like, it just felt like a generic war story being told from the villain's perspective, and she didn't even have a lot of fun one-liners, not a lot of zingers. The character was weirdly interesting when she kind of wasn't being that evil yet. When she got really evil, it kind of got boring. So I gotta go with Stain, because as a villain, he moves the story forward. What he adds as an antagonist truly is the moral opposite of what Midoriya stands for, yet weirdly enough, it also kind of fits. He's the kind of character who sticks with you, who makes you think. He's also the scariest looking character on the list, and that power of his is insane. I really hope Stain comes back soon, because I can't wait for Season 3 as is, and if he comes back, that's going to make it the best ever. And then last but not least, Anime of the Year. Koichi Uso isn't here, or was honored for anything, which pisses me off, but you take what you can get. If I had to pick, it's obviously a toss-up between Hero Aka and Little Witch. And even though I love these two shows to death, I'm gonna go with Little Witch. Little Witch is such a beautiful show, and I loved every episode, and everything about the story and the characters and the feels. I've said it before, I know, but it almost made me cry, people. I thought this was such a beautiful show, and this kind of did in a way become the Little Witch Awards, or maybe not as much as I thought. But what did you think below? In the comment section, tell me what you voted for, if you think this is a cool thing they did. If you want me to see me do more kind of videos like this, I don't know what you'd call it, tell me that below. And as always, click to like, click to subscribe, and happy voting.